I think it's time for another sketchbook tour.
Welcome back to another sketchbook tour. Let's get started. So this is sketchbook tour part 4. I know it says 1 on the cover, and I don't know the reason why to that, but I also want to interject and say this. Thank you so much to everybody who watched my latest video. I really appreciate it, and I'm also very grateful for everybody who watched and listened to what I wanted to say. But also, I'm just really grateful that everybody just wanted to listen and hear what I wanted to say. So this sketchbook was made back in 2021. I really liked how these drawings all looked, but at the same time, some of these drawings I just don't want to talk about, or I just don't want to say anything about them because it was a long time ago and trends happen for a reason, and trends are brought up for a reason also. But I just want to say that some of these drawings are really cute. Like that drawing of the ghost dog. I do not like that fish at all. Like, to me, it looks like a horse fish because of the face, because of the body, and the like fin slash tail. I love the ghost dog because it reminds me of Zero. I think that was my goal for that, but it looks really cute and adorable. I don't like how that cow looks, but hey, it's all about practice, and practice is the key to perfecting your style and your technique. I really like that Pikachu drawing and then the ghost pumpkin, but I wish I drew the Pikachu a little bit more fuzzy because I feel like Pikachu is like a little fuzzy little guy. I don't like this page also. Besides the bear with the bowler hat, I really think it's really cute and it's adorable, but I just don't like how the fox and the wolf look. Like the eyes, I think that's a trend for me to do the ghost eyes on some characters, while other characters I do full on black and then the pupil, which some of them look cute, others just look weird, and it just doesn't look right to me. Like, look at the evolutions. The eyes all look different, and some of them repeat, or two of them repeat, but the rest are just eh. Um, I don't like how this bear and the bear candle looks. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like the candle anatomy is wrong because candles are more drippy and like it's more of like a splash more than drippy effect, I think. The clowns I also don't like, or I think the clowns are cute. I just don't like how I was like, oh, let's do this one the right way and then the other way for the other clown. Like, I don't like how it looks. I had to rotate the sketchbook so many times, so I think that was the reason why I didn't like it. I really, 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 really love the Technoblade drawing. And the Rambo drawing is also cute, but I just want to say this really quickly. The reason why I talk so negatively about my drawings is because I don't know what I was thinking. And also, this sketchbook was made back in 2021. So my style has improved over the years. So to me, when I look at it, I feel like I want to add more to it or I want to add less to it. So just note, I like it, I don't like it. I'm not trying to talk bad about myself. I'm just trying to improve more and just show that not every art piece in your sketchbook is gonna be a good drawing or a bad drawing. So you're either gonna like it, you're either gonna enjoy it. It's up to you. It's up to you how you see your drawings, how you want to improve on it, how you want to add on it. But yeah, then we have a drawing of Benson and this raven like duck thing, which is I don't know. And then I think this is a polar bear. It's cute. I think it's adorable. I just don't know if it's a polar bear. Or I think it's a polar bear. Then we have another drawing of Michael. This Michael was my comfort character to draw. Even though he was a piglin and the piglins were just a regular small little guy, again, I wanted to draw a baby piglin. That's the only reason why I like drawing Michael. And then we have a honey jar, and then we have the popping cat. Funny story, the popping cat is actually my wallpaper for my iPad. And I'm never gonna change that, okay? Because it's so cute and it's adorable. And then we have some expressions, which this reminds me of the expressions I drew for Boney. And I'm not gonna call out all and every clown that I draw It's just I think I was practicing on how to draw clowns. And then we have a drawing of Rambo and Tobo. I really like them, and I like their drawings of them, and they're really cute. Then we have a drawing of Cat, and then some drawings of Adventure. This was part of a prompt that I found online, I think on Pinterest, if not on Google. I really like drawing in prompts because I feel like prompts are really fun to draw when you are like having art block or just bored and you don't have anything to draw or anything that inspires you. So I feel like drawing prompts can help disconnect you from your brain, but also try and figure out what you want to draw besides repeating what I've been doing, where it's like drawing Michael, drawing Rambo, drawing Technoblade, drawing some turbos. So repeating from that, at least you're able to look at a list and draw from different types of things. This could be drawing different types of styles of foxes, drawing different types of animals, drawing different types of styles, or just improving on something. I have a drawing, like this is another drawing of Michael, but I tried perfecting his like little like half skull, half piglin look. And then I have a drawing of this Siamese cat, which you saw the other one, the first one. I didn't like how the first one looked, so when I drew the second one, I was trying to like make sure they were a little bit different from the two, which I think I was able to do. Then I have a drawing of King Boo from Luigi's Mansion. And I really like how this King Boo looks, but the gem, I wish it was a little bit more outwards because it looks more upwards than like out and then back up. Then we have the original King Boo from original Mario game, and then the shy Boo, which is really cute and adorable. I think Boo has to be my favorite Mario character in Mario Party and any other game. Then I have some redrawings from old Inktober prompts because I wanted to redraw and try and see if I could try to see if I could copy paste my own drawing into the sketchbook, but I guess it didn't work. Then I drew a clown finally colored in. I got some micros from Michael's the store, the art store, and I really like how this looks. Then I drew some clowns, Technoblade, and other characters in color pencils because I feel like color pencils was really fun to draw at the time. And this was a throwback to I think sketchbook number two, I think. And then I drew a duck with a flower on its head. It's really cute. I think it's adorable, but eh. And then I drew Fundy, which Fundy is cool. And then I drew a bunny and a pumpkin. This one was cute, but I just don't like how the eye color looks. Also, I don't like how the paws look. And then I drew a dragon, which the dragon looks cute. Then I think I drew a Snake Sag, or this is like a character from Undertales, which I don't know the whole lore of Undertales, which I'm so sorry. And then I drew a poison potion. And then after the poison potion, the next prompt was snail. I love this color of the green. Okay, I want more of that color green. And then I drew fire in a cauldron or cauldron that's getting heated up with fire. And I liked how the potion room looks. Next up, I drew a mushroom little man, and he's cute. He's adorable. Then I drew a frog, which the frog looks derpy and weird, and just a weird frog. And then I drew another Michael because, yeah, I don't know when to stop practicing drawing Michaels. And then I drew a bunch of fruity drinks and a cup that has a bunch of ice. I do not like how this raven looks. This raven reminds me of like a duck. I don't know if it's like a duck. I don't know if it's like a raven. It looks weird to me. I also don't like this page because it's just weird how all the stars look like really popped out, and like the only thing that's like flat is the carpet and the grass. I like how this ghost look, and I like how this Charmander looks in the little cauldron. And then after that, I drew a little apple person, which the apple person looks really cute and adorable. And then I drew a dancing flower, and I like how the dancing flower looks. I drew a chubby bunny. I wish I'd drawn a marshmallow looking like a bunny. And then I wish I would have drawn not a squirrel or but a skunk instead of a squirrel. Then I drew a pancake man, and then I drew a baby mushroom again. I want to practice drawing mushroom people again. I don't like how the skull looks. The skull reminds me of an alien, but eh, it's whatever. I just think the eyes look a little bit weird. The nose looks small. There's no line signifying like that like midpoint of where a nose starts, where the nose ends. I don't want to talk about the drawing because the drawing is really weird, and yeah, this was weird, weird, weird to think of. And then back with the color pencils, I drew Michael Stroud, other Dream SMP things, type things, and then Michael with Rambu's sweater. Then I drew Fundy again in a color blue, and then I drew a dragon in the color blue, which looks really cool. I like how it looks. And then I drew a cat again in a sweater, but I just don't like how this cat looks, especially with the color blue. The other page is a pink panther and a purple cat. I really like how the purple cat looks. This inspires a whole bunch of cat drawings though. And then I drew a fox with a big sweater. I don't like how this looks. And then I drew Shad again. And then I drew a clown with a ball with some type of like, I think the prompt was blood or ketchup. I don't like how this one looks. I like how the cat looks. It's pretty cute. I love the little fuzzy ears and the fuzzy hair tuft. I like the little melting candle man. The candle man looks really cute, even though it's giving me like candy apple type vibes. Another clown. Yeah. Then we have some candy people. I really like how the candy corn looks. I think candy corn will always be my favorite. I know everybody's gonna say, "Oh, candy corn tastes like wax." No, it doesn't. It tastes sweet. It tastes so succulent. All right. Also, I drew a little like swirly pop and then butter, and then a little tired little man, and then I drew a smiling blob because yeah, the smiling blob just yeah, just looks happy. And then I drew a clown with acid. Yeah, just a clown. I don't like how this blob thing looks. It just looks so menacing and scary and just creepy. And then I drew a sock puppet and it says a little thing on it, which I want to cover up and I am going to cover up. I just don't like how it looks. And this is inspired by the little quote from what's it called? I don't know, Wackus Bonkus. And it has like a little saying to it, but I'm not going to say it because yeah. And I drew some eyes because I, yeah, I don't know why I drew eyes. I don't like how they look. They all look weird and creepy. I don't want them looking at me weird. Then I drew a little mummy, which is really cute. I don't like how the mummy's arm is just disconnected from everything else, and then he's holding bandages. I don't like how that looks. And then I drew a little buddy in a um in a pumpkin. So half of this is gonna be blurred out due to the fact that there are a lot of bad words on him. I do not know why, I did this back in high school. I think it was because I was just expressing myself through like this little blob type guy. And I wanted to do it where it's like, oh, one eye is looking cross-eyed and the other eye is looking like the other way. And that's what I did for half of the drawings to see this little guy in space, and then he's drinking bubble tea, and then he's in dessert, and then in a flower pot. This was, I think, a part of another prompt where it's like an OC character. And this is when I didn't develop Boney yet. I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And this was actually the idea of Little Boney, the little like monster character, which I really am grateful for this little like blob guy. But at the same time, I just don't like the fact that like whoever owned this blob guy just was really mean to him. Like, what did he do wrong? He's just a little guy. And then I accidentally forgot to flip the other page so you could see this page with the blob petting or holding the cat's paw, which I really like how this looks. It's cute. It's adorable. And to me, the cat looks like a chihuahua. And then another drawing of the little blob character. this Blob character is just such a menace to society. But again, I really like how this like fruit looks and the blob looks. I don't know if you could see what's on that. I'm probably gonna blur that out. But it looks cute. And then I drew another Michael, and then I did the drawings of the mob vote. I really love how the mob vote drawings look. I didn't draw the little angel elytra thing because I just didn't want to draw it, and I was like, I wanted the little copper guy or the little moss thing, or oh wait, I did draw the elytra thing. I don't know what their name is, but yeah, we made it to the end of the sketchbook tour. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you have a nice day or a night. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you guys for watching my last video. I hope you have a nice day. Thanks.